No contact is intended to teach narcissists that they do not have control over other people's lives. However, it also teaches them that you are giving up. In other words, it informs them that your goal has shifted from trying to persuade them to simply getting rid of them at any cost. Today, we are going to talk about 10 things your no contact tell the narcissist. Number 1. You are not afraid of them. Narcissists thrive on power and control and need their victims to be afraid of them to maintain their power. The more you show your fear, the more motivated they will be to come after you. They feed on your anxiety and gain energy from it. Narcissists enjoy being feared because it makes them feel powerful and vital. Going no contact will show narcissists you are no longer afraid of them. Once you go no contact, they will often try to intimidate you or make threats against your safety just to contact them again. Narcissists tend to become more hostile with threats and insults until they can instill fear in you again. Number 2. You don't listen to their lies anymore. Narcissists have a way of making everything about them, even when it isn't. They tell lies to make themselves look good and to get what they want. If your no contact is successful, you've stopped listening to the narcissist's lies. When you finally stop believing those lies and start seeing through the narcissist's tricks, it becomes easier to see how toxic they are. Narcissists will start to lose control over you because they know they can no longer convince you about everything they might say. When you go no contact, you're no longer interested in what the narcissist says because you know it will be full of manipulation and deceit. You'll catch on to the fact that everything they say is a part of their game. Number 3. You are stronger than before. When you leave and go no contact, you suddenly discover that you have a voice and a will, a strength you never had before when you're with the narcissist. Narcissists suppress your voice and will, making you feel small and incompetent. When you break free from them, it's like an explosion of energy. You find yourself capable of doing things that you never thought possible. The narcissist will be conceived that you will become stronger once you have no contact. You may struggle with self-doubt and worthlessness at the beginning of your no contact period. Still, as you continue the process and begin to feel yourself again, you'll discover that you are more resilient than ever. Number 4. You are not interested in them. Narcissists cannot acknowledge that other people might have their thoughts, feelings, and desires. Walking away from them without contact sends the message that you are no longer interested in them or what they want. Narcissists may not tolerate this at first. They will do everything in their power to get you back under their control. So you must be prepared for everything when you go no contact. When you don't give them attention or respond immediately, you assert that you have boundaries and limits that must be respected. This may make the narcissists feel ignored and rejected. But remember that you no longer accept poor treatment from people who have previously mistreated you. Number 5. You don't care about them. Narcissists are known for their inability to feel empathy. They can be downright cruel without even realizing it. If you've ever been in a relationship with one, you know how easy it is for them to hurt you without even realizing it. By cutting contact with a narcissist, you are making it very clear that you don't care about them anymore. They may even interpret it as a sign that you never cared about them. Narcissists are so self-absorbed that they can only interpret your actions in terms of how they affect the relationship and their feelings. They will assume you don't care about them if you're not contacting them. That makes them sad, which makes them angry, which leads to a vicious cycle of toxicity that can continue for years. Number 6. You know your worth and value. The narcissist will try to convince you that you aren't worth it. You don't deserve better and you should stay with them because they are the only ones who love you. Once you have no contact with a narcissist, they will realize that you have awakened from your thoughts and know that you always have worth and value. When you've been with a narcissist, you have likely been manipulated, taken advantage of, and treated poorly. Getting no contact with a narcissist will get your strength back on track, and that will threaten them in time. But one thing they can't take away from you is the knowledge that you are valuable and worthy. You are worth more than what they will ever give you. Number 7. You don't need them anymore. Narcissists cannot love anyone else, and their love for themselves is all-consuming. They will use every trick they know to make you feel like you need them. Narcissists only want what they can get from a relationship and what makes them feel good about themselves. When you have no contact, the narcissist will assume you don't need them anymore. The narcissist may become angry and jealous of you for not needing them anymore. They'll accuse you of cheating on them, of going after your ex or someone else, or of having an affair. The truth is that you don't need them anymore, and this makes them feel rejected. Number 8. You have moved on from the past. When you go no contact, you decide that you are no longer a part of the narcissist's life, and they can no longer use you as their source of supply. This can insult their ego because they have lost control over you and your life. Narcissists will assume that you have moved on from the past. They'll question your sanity, judgment, and mental stability for making such a decision. The narcissist will do everything possible to get back into your life, even if it means destroying it or making you feel terrible for rejecting them. Once they can't keep you in victim mode, they lose their power over you. Number 9. You can't be controlled by them. Narcissists thrive on control. They love to be in charge and know that you need them. When you cut off all contact with them, they will notice that they can't control you anymore, which scares them. They will try to convince you to come back into their orbit. Still, once they realize that you won't be manipulated again, they'll move on to someone else who is more susceptible to their charm. When you're no longer in contact with a narcissist, they cannot control your life. They can't make you feel guilty or worried about them anymore. They can't manipulate you into doing things that make them happy at the expense of your well-being. The best thing about no contact is that you can live the way you want and do what makes sense. Number 10. You can never be abused again. Narcissists thrive on control and power over others, so they will use any means necessary to get what they want from you. Establishing firm boundaries and cutting off all contacts, you set clear expectations from your relationship with them. When you go no contact, this tells the narcissists that they can never abuse you again. You don't need to give up your own needs again, and you can ensure that you never have to endure this type of abuse again. Being free from narcissists will help you realize that you can take care of yourself in ways that were once impossible for you. You will no longer feel the need to hold on to anything once you set yourself free from narcissistic abuse. You no longer will have to worry about pleasing anyone else. You can just be yourself. You'll start eating healthier foods, exercising, and sleeping better than ever. It's difficult to maintain no contact with a narcissist. It's a way to stop communicating with a narcissist who has mistreated you. Still, it's also a way to protect yourself from further harm. When you are no longer engaged with a narcissist, they can't get their needs met by manipulating or controlling you through communication, so they may try harder to control you in other ways. Setting up no contact and preparing yourself for what might happen when you do it is essential. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. Take advantage of this exciting video right here.